video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys yung pinagdaanan ko for the past 10 days when I took on the 100 heads challenge. If you're not aware what that is, basically it is a challenge wherein you have to draw 100 portraits, and I don't think you necessarily have to finish this in 10 days. I think you can do it however long you would like. Pero ako, ginawa ko in 10 days para rin makapaglabas agad ako ng video. There is a Pinterest board for this challenge wherein dun yung makikita yung different head references na gagayahin nyo for the challenge. I will be linking it down below just in case you are also interested in trying out this challenge as well. Sa akin, I think it is important na when you are starting any sort of challenge, you should always have a goal in mind. Whether it may be you want to explore different media or you just want to learn how to draw faces, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to improve within yourself. For me, ang goal ko is to feel a lot more comfortable with freehanding faces and to just break down this habit of mine wherein I want my drawings to be exactly as how the reference looks. That was my goal. For the first days, makikita niyo talaga yung struggle ko with wanting every drawing to be as perfect and as seamless as they can be. As a result, you know, with that drawing style, it took me more than 20 minutes to finish each head. Imagine you have to finish drawing 10 heads in one day and 20 minutes or more kasi isang ulo. That's a lot of time taken out of your day. So by day 3, I decided to stop being too meticulous with my drawings, and I feel like I started learning a lot more than previously no first 2 days. I think it's because instead na nakafocus ako sa goal na to get each head perfectly, I was instead allowing myself to enjoy the process, and I was allowing myself to further understand how each face works in different angles or in different expressions. So yeah, that's one of the first things that I learned. The more you allow yourself to make mistakes, the more you will learn. So don't be too strict with yourself when drawing. Another lesson that I learned was just start drawing and the rest will follow. So again, this was a challenge that I faced during my first days kung saan takot akong magsimula ng panibagong phase. You know, when you haven't drawn for a while, it is pretty daunting. Hindi mo alam paano sisimulan. When you make a mistake while drawing, you could always correct it. So what's the big deal with starting a new drawing, diba? You can always correct it. So instead of wasting a lot of your time hesitating, you know, procrastinating because you're uncomfortable of starting a new drawing, just start and the rest will follow. Lastly, do not overwork yourself. This was a problem na encounter ko during my last day, day 10. During that day, I had to draw 20 faces. Basta hindi ako nakapag-draw ng isang araw, tapos natambak siya sa day 10 ko. And oh my god, that was tiring and I really felt drained after that. Makikita niyo sa drawings ko that day na some were fine, and then a lot of them makikita niyo na parang tinapos niya na lang to para masabing tapos na, and that was not good. And I noticed na when I overworked myself, I felt stagnant a lot of progress. If anything, I felt like my drawings were getting worse and worse. So yeah, don't push yourself too hard. If you feel like you're getting a little bit drained, you can go stop and take a break. Don't overdo it kasi it's hard to produce good outputs when you're not in the mood to do them. So rest if you need to. So you may or may not have noticed na at this point, I was using less guidelines to draw the faces. And what I like about this challenge is that even though you're drawing a lot of different faces, a variety of faces, you realize na the principles are pretty much the same for each and every face that you draw. And paulit-ulit lang siya, basically. And realizing that was really helpful kasi even though I progressed into more complex faces, I was still pretty much using the same principles and I still did not have to use a lot of guidelines as compared to my first days. So yun, I thought I would just share that with you guys. And also, I did not expect na Park Jimin would be in this Pinterest board. And of course, nung nakita ko yung mukha niya na nandun siya sa Pinterest board, I just had to put on a little bit more effort. Parang hindi ko mapapatawad sarili ko kapag hindi ko ginalingan yung mukha niya. Kaya ayan, I was being a little bit too extra with his face. And the German bias in me came out during this clip. Wasn't able to film all throughout the 10 days kasi I encountered a lot of technical difficulties and I ran out of storage in all of my devices. Kaya I had to stop by day 4. And, you know, it makes me sad kasi I really wanted to share the process of drawing each and every head. Kaso wala tayong choice. This is what we get to work with. Nonetheless, you will still be seeing the heads that I drew. So don't worry, dadaanan ko yan. And yeah, I hope you'd still appreciate the video even though I wasn't able to show you guys everything. Ayan, enjoy the following clips. Those were the main lessons that I learned during this challenge. Of course, I don't necessarily think na I'm the best person to take advice from or to learn from kasi I'm probably just like a lot of you who are, you know, still trying to figure out their own art style. I'm still learning and I have a lot more to learn. But I do hope na this video was somehow helpful. I do recommend na you go and try this challenge out. Don't try it in 10 days kasi ang hirap. Just do it in your own pace and I hope you'll see improvements in your art. I definitely do not regret taking this challenge kasi I did see a lot of improvements. You know, I drew faces that I never thought I would draw. Dati yung mga dinodraw kong faces, yung mga puro expressionless lang, ganon. But then, during this challenge, I encountered a lot of wrinkles, a lot of old faces, and dun ko na-realize na, they're actually quite fun to draw, and I think I will be incorporating those a lot more in my art from now on. Anyways, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Yun yung goal ko for 2021. So please help me reach my goal. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!